All right, we're back. Patterdale Talk Wednesdays. What's this? Bark 40. We getting there. We getting there. Number 40. Got my bro RJ on here. If
What's
um if
going
you've
on?
been tuned in with us for a little while, we had him on a couple months ago now.
For a while
Like
ago.
yeah, like we was just saying, it was before I even worked my dog.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, so yeah, like 6, 7, 8 months, 6, 7, that shit. But like 6, 7, 8 months ago or something like that. But yeah, how you been, bro?
Pretty good, man. I can't complain. I can't complain at all. Glad to be back with you again.
Yeah. I know you've been working. What
Yes.
what's new? What dogs new to the pack?
New. I can't really say nothing new. I actually placed a couple down south, some hog hunting with some folks I deal with. So I really nothing new. I'm actually waiting to breed two females. Actually, hopefully the Robbie. I had Robbie on here before out Midwest. So yeah, hopefully get him out there to Kansas and breed him to his dogs. Yeah, because everything I hear about his dogs, yeah, I got to try.
You have to try it out, right?
Way
Yeah.
they say they locate and the two females I'm gonna be breeding to them, I think it should be something special to me. So definitely worth making a trip out there and giving it a try.
Yeah. That's what's up. That's what's up. And with you building a whole new like I don't want to get too into your business as far as your home and all that, but you building a whole like new setup as far as for the dogs and
Yeah, I got a little piece of land. It's only an acre, but I'm gonna turn it into a homestead. I got a building, a 14 by 54 building that I'm gonna turn into a house. So yeah, put it on there. Get 'cause I already raised the chickens and quail like we talked about last time and all that stuff.
mm-hmm.
So it'll be a spot where I can just dedicate it to that. And if I set it up how I want to set it up, I should be able to do a lot with that.
Listen, with an acre you could do a lot. Don't get it twisted. It ain't only an acre. Salute to you on that acre too, man. Shoot. You know what I mean? I live in a house, but I'm trying to get my I'm in the city. I'm trying to
Right?
get my acre where I could just do what I want with you doing. So hey, big up to you on that, man. For
Yeah,
real.
yeah, appreciate you. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So what you gonna that's mainly for the quail, but I mean, like I said, an acre you could do a lot.
Yeah,
Seems
yeah.
like just an acre, but like you could do a lot. You set it up right.
Yeah, I do a garden. We got into that. So last 2 years, we did a big garden. So yeah, it'd be a spot where we can just centralize everything. You know what I'm saying? I got a couple buddies who into a couple things and want to raise guinea pigs and stuff like that for me. So it'd be a spot where we can all come together a little bit. 'Cause, like I host a lot, like on Sundays for football games. I'm cooking wild game. My buddies coming over, so that type of stuff. So it's just a spot where we can centralize everything.
Okay, what you cooking? Which with coon and squirrel?
Oh yeah, you know it. You tried something too since last time I was on here. You was talking like you wouldn't try it. You tried something because Marshall was telling me. What you tried?
I tried some coon we caught.
How was it?
honestly, we seasoned it up. But yeah, if you
It's like anything else.
but I mean, to be honest, like you remember, I was the first time I was on you. I was like, I'll never touch it, da, 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 da. And I was like, all right, whatever, we here, we caught it. You know what I'm saying? Eat what you catch. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So we tried it out, but it was like, yeah, it wasn't. It was like steak.
Yeah, it's just like and that's what I be telling people. Like you eating a chicken, that's an animal. Like you have the heart, it bleeds. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
different. It's another animal. Like if you
And I
get
was
the
like
mind
telling
out of
people
that,
too, it's
like
a little
yeah,
different from like city coons, because these coons are like eating corn and
trash,
apple,
yeah,
you know what I mean, from farms, and where city coons is in
trash
dumpsters
and
eating
stuff.
McDonald's. You know what I mean? So I get it. Like you ain't gonna just be in Boston, New York, eating no coon
Yeah.
coming up Broadway. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
But
you don't want that.
yeah, you know what I mean. But yeah, I did end up trying the
Go
coon.
ahead and keep expanding your horizons, man. I love to hear it. I love to hear it.
Yeah, it wasn't like I honestly like I tell people all the time now that I tried. I was like, if I put it on the plate and just told you, oh, this is some
Now imagine,
fire
now
jerk
imagine if
steak
you
or something.
marinated overnight, season it up how you want, and then smoke it. Put you some greens with it or whatever you're gonna do. You're gonna get a whole different experience. You're gonna, yeah,
Yeah, and all we
yeah,
did was season it real quick with like some slap
exactly.
from mama, I think,
And it
and
was still deep.
threw it on the fire, and it was
Yeah.
like
Now
steak,
imagine if
you
you
know what I
go in
mean?
like you would a brisket or something. It's gonna be yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
falling off the bone the same way.
Yeah. But it's how the Patterdales doing?
Man, pretty good. I've been doing nuisance jobs. I actually had a real interest one last week with a coon. I got my girl Pebbles in there on that one, the lady. She sent me a picture. This coon was the biggest coon I done seen in Maryland. Like I've seen him this big in New York, but I've never seen him this big in Maryland. It was like 25 pounds at least. So but she was showing me the picture and it was right there by her step. And I guess they had this issue before because it was two holes on both sides of her patio walkway. And so she like, it's a hole right there. The brick got moved. So I think he's living back under the steps. So I'm like, all right, I go out there with the trap because I was already in the area setting some traps for another guy. So I just dropped by, took a look, and I was like, yeah, he's definitely probably under there. So I set the trap and I was like, look, I'm gonna come back with the dogs tomorrow and I'll get it out right then and there. If you would let me, you know what I'm saying, move some of these bricks or dig or do whatever I gotta do.
Yeah.
So I let Pebbles out. She ran straight over there immediately, put her nose under there, under there. She gets into it with it for like 10, 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying? She a Patterdale, so she banging, barking, grabbing, doing that whole nine. So after like 10 minutes, I'm like, all right, this too much. So I didn't know I could do this with her. Like she does listen. Like anybody who knows me and her, like I got a bond with her. Like I can recall excellent. Like the dog. I mean, this is a mother right here, but most of the time that's Pebbles right here with me like that. So yeah, so like I called her out and she actually heard me, came out. So I got her out, put her in the back of the truck, and I got a pit that's like 30 pounds. He like a year old now, so he only like 30 pounds. So I figured he probably could fit under there because once they got under there, it was a big gap, you know, because it don't be completely full under those concrete steps and stuff. That's got a gap. And I could see under there too. So I let him under there, then he went under there and like crushed it. He just went under there, grabbed it, started crunching his head. And then I had to like put together a little caption because he wouldn't bring it out. Like he just sat there beside it for like 10 minutes in his bed. I'm like, how I'm gonna get him out? So I had some sardines on back of the truck because I was setting traps and whatnot. So I opened the can and stuck it under there. He smelt it and came to the edge, and I couldn't grab him yet. So I was like, man, this food ain't gonna get him out. I don't know what's gonna get him out. He went back up there, set by it. So I got him out again. I threw a piece under there. He came and got it. So then I'm like, I gotta act like I'm leaving. I hurried up and ran and called his name and started the truck. He heard the truck started and came back out. So yeah, I got videos and stuff of that one. I'll send you that.
Yeah, you gotta send me those. You gotta send me those. Yeah,
So
that's
I've been
good
getting
stuff.
jobs like that lately, like always. I get those type of calls, like we talked about before, raccoons in the attic, all that.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the good thing, you know. This is we talked to Patterdale, but like you say, you sent the Patterdale in there, and that's a good thing about having a sometimes them bigger dogs with you that could just end it quick. Because again, we a team, you know what I mean? Patterdales ain't supposed to be in there for 2
Right.
hours trying to kill this shit. They supposed to grab, hold, you get in there and help it out. Hey, if
Especially
you got
for a
a
job type of deal like that. Yeah, you know,
yeah. You
quick
got another dog that's part of the team too that could help out. You know, they you ain't mad at that.
Yeah.
How many? I probably asked you this last time, but how many? Do you have the same amount of Patterdales? Did you get
Yeah, I
any new ones?
three. Yeah, three. I got Cupcake and Macy, they two older dogs from my buddy out in New Jersey, Mike. So he had a situation, he was moving and all that. So he had to get rid of a couple of dogs, but I thought I ended up with them. Because I never thought I would have Mason. Like this has been my favorite dog forever, the one that's laying right here. So I was really excited to get her. But I did agree to retire because she like 7 years old. She's been on like probably 30 so fox, who knows how many groundhogs, had her jaw broke a couple times. So she just get to sit back and do stuff like this. So yeah, so I'm hopefully to get her bred. And Pebbles is her daughter. That's the other one, the Brenda one. You probably be seeing me post and whatnot. So she coming on. She on everything now. She got Fox, like all vacuum. So hopefully I can get them two bred, like I was saying, the Robbie stuff, and man, then I can really hunt real hard because I had a lot of situations because I'm real picky about the dogs I'm actually willing to breed. I don't really breed much like we talked about last time. So if I'm a breed, it's gonna be two dogs that I think are real special.
So you really like?
I want more dogs like if I don't want more dogs.
Yeah, you were saying you kind of.
Yeah, I ain't
You
worried
even be
about
planning on breeding. They kind of just be like, okay, I like these two dogs so much, so I gotta get something out of them.
Yeah, and that's where I'm at with them because like I've had older dogs that like I might actually like these because I go through a lot of dogs before I actually like them. So like I get a couple that I actually like and then I keep working and waiting to breed them and I done lost a couple like that. Like Pebble's father, I had him and lost him like that. I was gonna breed her back to him. So I'm like these two I gotta kind of slow down a little bit and get that breeding done so I can have some more Patterdales and then I can hunt. You know what I'm saying? Innocent ain't gotta worry about it.
Okay, so you got the 3 Patterdales, you got the pit. What else you got? The
I got
Mercier that
I
we were
got the
just
two
talking about.
legends, the one from the breeding I was telling you about. I got the
Mm-hmm.
daughter and the father from that. And then I actually got a cur. A cur. What the hell is it? My buddy gave it to me. He a cur cross, a hound dog. He actually pretty good. He done trail some fox and stuff like that. But where I was running him at, it was like close to a housing development, so I had to call him off. But he
Yeah,
actually a
yeah,
pretty
yeah.
good young dog, but he one of the ones going down south for hog hunting though. They wasn't try to send him down there and let him work, see what he do down there.
Yeah, yeah. Shoot, why not?
Yeah. But yeah, I've really been trying to downsize. Like I placed a couple dogs. I've really just been trying to downsize to get ready for this breeding so I can keep these litters for when I get these done.
Cause you wanna you think you're gonna probably keep all those pups?
Oh yeah, they ain't really going nowhere. Nah, they ain't really going nowhere. Like a lot of people who know the dogs and have seen them work and whatnot, I can have no problem selling them. Like if 10 drop that day, like 10 people gonna come get them, but they ain't getting them. Nah,
Mm-hmm. Who we got up in here? Shout out 101 Kennels. My fault. I didn't mean to cut you off, bro.
yeah,
Shout out
I got a
101
couple
Kennels.
buddies out
Salute.
there too, but not many.
Huh?
Yeah, I got a couple buddies I'm gonna place them with, but it's only like 2 or 3. It ain't gonna be many.
Yeah. Buddies like, but the buddy that's like close to home, like
Yeah,
family, like, yeah,
yeah,
they
yeah.
probably, yeah.
Like out working together all the time.
Mm-hmm. Buddies that, same.
Yeah.
I don't, do you got a kennel name or nothing like that? But if you
Oh, I
did,
call it original purpose dogs, but it ain't nothing I'm real deep into.
yeah. So, but if you did, if it was original Precious Kennels, y'all all be part of the same kennel type people who got your
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah.
Anthro, salute dogger, salute to you, Anthro, for always coming up in here showing some love. We talking Patterdales, like we always do on Wednesdays. My man RJ up in here with me. Did I ask you where's Jamie at? Did we talk about the I don't know what to call it, but the great debate, as far as mouth and nose, what you like better on a dog?
No, you can't hunt if you can't find it. I can't walk around the
Where's
woods and find
Jamie
that.
at?
I can't walk around the woods and find nothing. That's what you here for. If we can't find it, we can't hunt. We all done had dogs you can walk the woods with for hours and come back with nothing. You know it was something there, like we in the woods. Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta have the nose first. Yeah.
So you on the nose first.
Yeah,
There
for
go
sure.
Jamie right there.
For sure. You can't hunt if you can't find it. Like you just
Yeah,
gonna walk
I know.
around all
I
day.
mean, hey,
You just gonna
it's
walk around
crazy
all
too
day.
because I don't know, man. It's just it is what it is. It
Wow,
depends
what's
the
your
day.
opinion?
But
What most people been saying that you asked on the show?
honestly, most people, I feel like okay, if I asked 40 people, I would say 25 probably did say nose,
Yeah.
and the other 15 said mouth. And I was one of the people who's kind of on the nose thing too. And 2 hours out with a dog that had a good nose,
Uh-huh.
and it was finding stuff, it was grabbing stuff, but it didn't have the mouth to hold. That's when I was like, damn, that mouth you might need, because it was like it found stuff. So the nose was working, but it didn't have the mouth to hold.
But that's a
So I'm
different
like, so
level if
that's
you
when
talk
I
about
kind of
no
like,
mouth.
I ain't gonna front. That's when I was kind of
All
like,
right,
nose, and then when that happened, I was like, little maybe
when you
mouth.
pose the question, I'm thinking you meant
What's
like
that?
a devastating mouth versus a great nose. But if we talk about levels, then yeah, you would want the perfect balance. But if I got to pick one, then yeah,
Yeah, of course that's what it all comes down to, that we rather just have
the perfect
50-50,
balance.
perfect
Yeah,
balance.
yeah, sure,
You know what I mean?
sure. Yeah, that's a great question.
Yo, and then
But
you
I would
got
say no.
Jamie who says
But I would
stuff
say
like
no
that where
every
it's like, I
time.
get it.
Yeah, but I would say no's every time because I've had like hard dogs that could kill shit in the ground, but he was dumb. He didn't enter all the time. He would only enter when he wanted to. Every time he
Yeah, but
entered, it
not
was a
we ain't even
show because
talking about like hard. We're
every
just talking about
yeah,
like
yeah,
just hold like a
yeah,
mouth. You know what I mean? Because
yeah.
like I said that, and I was with you. Not saying I don't even know where I'm at no more at this point. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I was with you where it was like I was kind of like nose, because like yeah, but then I was like, damn, this dog's finding this dog's finding this dog done found 3-4 things or 3-4 holes and sniffed it out and went in the hole and there was something down there. But when it was time, when the groundhog stopped really fighting for his life, the dog wasn't holding.
Yeah.
So it was like, damn, like, yeah, you finding everything, but for what? But then it's like for you, it's like what you said. It's I don't know, man. It is the best thing you
but
hope for.
People hunt different too, because when you ask me that question, I walk the woods a lot. Like I hunt, like I would run coonhounds, like shit like that. So I'm turning dogs loose and letting them go find. But a lot of people do hunt Patterdales where they already got sets around fields and farms or whatever, and they
Or like
walk
you
into the
said,
hole. In that case, to me, that's nose and they locating, but they not really locating. Like if I didn't know that was there, were you gonna go find that? Like if I didn't walk you to that set and we was just out here walking, was you gonna go over there and enter that?
Yeah, and see that's another thing. See, and where me and my cousin was having a conversation where if you got a dog, if you not even a dog, if you're a handler and you free cast, then don't get me wrong. So right, you rely, and this is something I'm no expert. We were just talking out.
Yeah, me either. I don't pretend to be.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. It is we all still learning. That's what this whole Patterdale, for me, like I always say, Patterdale Wednesday talk, is about us learning together. You know what I mean? And obviously there's some that know more than others. And but it was kind of like, so if you're free casting, then you want a dog with nose maybe more than someone who's not free casting.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Because if you're free casting, you want a dog that can maybe just find a scent and track it all the way to the hole. But if you're someone who's not free casting as much, where you kind of like looking for the holes with your dog.
Yeah, you could use a lot more mouth in that situation.
Yeah, or you're just, I mean, in reality, you're just not using the nose as much as it could be used.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But at the same time, there's people that use the
I'm
nose.
A person who just like, as long as
track with the dog on the leash. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I respect both ways. Both ways, you take care of a job that need to be done. So
yeah, I respect it all.
Either way, like I just like people working their dogs. You know what I'm saying? The dogs live to do this shit. So if you got that want to do this shit and you ain't doing it, then you're really being cool. So as long as you working your dog, I clap for you. I don't care what it is, whether it's rats, groundhog. You know what I'm saying? How you doing it? As long as you being responsible for other stuff. Yeah.
Okay. And
I ain't an argumentative person at all. You know what I'm saying? I don't get into all that.
Yeah. And like I always say, because you've been on before, we ain't on this live, we're not arguing. It's just.
No, I'm just saying, like in general, with the conversations you see on different boards and that type of stuff. There.
So let me ask you this: now that you had just mentioned it, so and there's a lot of people who don't, and I respect both, and I mean, not saying who don't, meaning they don't respect both, but there's a lot of people who just don't see ratting as real pattern. Obviously, it's not earthwork. Yeah. You know what I mean? Unless, I mean, they're not going into rat holes. They just got to chase them out or whatever. Right. Going trash, alley, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Dumpster, building or whatever it is. Trash yard or whatever. But do you have a what's your take on ratting and compared to the earth? Do you feel like ratting is like, it's work, obviously, but do you feel like it's levels to the shit?
It's something to do. It's something to do. Yeah. Keep busy, keep active, have a good night on the Friday.
So do you feel like if someone has a and this is no disrespect to anyone, because we don't do that here, but do you feel like if someone has a dog that's ratting, do you feel like that dog's a real worker, I should say? Because obviously it's not earthwork, so I'm not gonna say do you feel like it's earthwork? Because
I don't.
Okay. And what's with this? Not to cut you off.
For me, like I respect it more depending on the dog and the person, honestly. Like, cause there's been older people in the 50s and 60s who done came out and the dog ain't never done nothing. They come out and rat. Like I feel like that's good for them. You know what I'm saying? You got the dog out. The dog found out it like this.
It's definitely good for the dog because at least they got out.
Yeah,
It's
but
definitely
as
good for
far as
whoever
like,
got rats, because now they got rid of some rats.
yeah, but as far as like talk about a dog proving because of rat, nah, absolutely.
You said what?
Talking about like a dog is proven because of rat,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah, okay,
No, no,
yeah. So
absolutely
I
not.
was just, yeah,
No.
proven. Like I said,
No.
I'm. Everyone who's on here knows, you know what I'm saying. I'm humble. I'm not,
Yeah, that
you
ain't
know, I'm not
no.
cocky. But yeah, you like even I'm gonna say that your
And
dog's
if you
not
just ratting
proven
with it, I
off
don't
rat.
want to breed to it. I don't want none of the puppies, none of that. No, you
Yeah.
cannot.
So you on the same level as most people. Like, and don't get me wrong, we respect the dogs that rat. You know what I mean? It's still work.
It's great
It's
exercise
just
for the dogs. The people love it, you know what I'm saying? Because it turned into a little community. People just like getting out, talking shit for a night, walking the city, killing rats with the dogs. It turned into something to do. It turned into like a nice little community. So that's
and I
really what
also
it's
talk
about
to
if you
people
ask
where
me.
it's like it's also worrisome too. Because if you're someone like, okay, if you're someone you want to go out, even if you someone where you got a Patterdale when you want to do a earthwork and coons, but say it's like, okay, I ain't really got the money in the bank right now if something go wrong. Cause I've been there too where I spoke to
Don't
people
get it.
where it's like, dog, I could bring my dog out, but if he get his face ripped off, I ain't got 700 to bring it to the vet. Where
Don't.
someone like you might be like, I know what to do at the crib.
It's some of both. Cause I don't
Mm,
know how to stitch and do all that. If it get that bad, I do got a vet. He a little flexible. Like when I met him, he was a home vet. So like if I want to get all my dogs rabies shots, he'd come to the house and do it. I just take them out
mm.
to dinner one by one. He print me the certificate to all that stuff. So like that type of deal. And I've had dogs like get their mouth ripped open where they
See,
needed
that's
to
some
get
country
stitched up.
shit. In the city, that ain't going down.
Yeah, I've had like dogs that needed to get stitched up. I just call him and he'd tell me what to do or whatever. If he can wait till the morning, if not, he'd come if he got to. So like that type of deal, he'll come pick him up, take him back to the office and do his thing, and then he'll just drop him back off like that type of deal. So that's a little more convenient. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you gotta pay. Don't get it if you can't afford it. I mean, yeah, if you can't really afford it, because it's gonna happen sooner or later. Like we had buddies where we did rat jobs in West Virginia on the farm, and the only thing that happened was the dog stepped on something and she wouldn't stop bleeding. So he had to take her to the vet and ended up paying like $350 for something that small. So yeah, it's gonna
Just
happen
just
soon.
hit the wrong, yeah, hit something in the foot that just wouldn't stop. Yeah, just couldn't get it to stop.
Yeah. But knowing a
Yeah,
little bit definitely go a long way. Yeah, knowing a little bit yourself definitely go a long way.
yeah. And I mean, anything can happen because you could say, hey, I got the money if something happens, and then boom, whatever something happened, it's $5,000. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I got 2,000, but 5,000.
Right, that's what you gonna do.
Yeah,
Yeah. Luckily,
because
I ain't
see,
never
I
had
have,
no situation like that where it was too much. Yeah.
yeah.
But
Not
yeah,
being
you definitely gotta be
disrespectful.
able to spend a little bit. You gotta have a little kitty for it. You
Yeah,
definitely. But
yeah.
you gonna
The
need to
best
buy
thing
your
too is
equipment.
to
Like,
is to try to learn little things and have a little handy kit on yourself because
yeah.
sometimes you can't. There's a lot. Most of the time, it's stuff that you can handle on your own, and the vet gonna get you for a couple of thou.
And then you come in knowing you're gonna spend money because like people ask me all the time, like I'm trying to come out Patterdale hunting with you, what I need, da da da. First thing I just send them is a Bellman and Flint. Like you get this and come on. Most people never get it, like ever. Like
Yeah, well,
so
you got to. You
if you're
need the
not even
Bellman
gonna
and
invest
Flint,
in
and
that,
then you
then
need
you're
that
not gonna be
damn
able to do
peeps
nothing. Bro.
that cost 300 and up,
Yeah.
three
So you
fifty for a
definitely
used one.
so you definitely ain't gonna go too far if you're not willing to invest a little
Yeah.
bit.
Let's see what Jamie talk about. Not being disrespectful, but you have a dog that enters what it wants to. We're not talking about the same folks. All
Nah,
dogs have good nose, but better
he,
than all dogs have good nose better than humans. Oh, I think he's talking about when I said I was how they
he
how
might be talking about the dog I was talking about. That dog been gone, James.
okay, yep. He said, "Forgive me, I got that. Who's tonight? He looks very familiar. It's been a long." It's RJ. You say who's the gentleman on tonight? That's RJ. He been on here before, Jamie. You definitely know who he is. He knows who you are. 101. Good evening, my son. Yeah, shout out to 101. They're in here. 101 Kennels. But yeah, that was a you know, that's something that always comes up as far as the just the comparison. You know, I mean, I guess only some people compare it, like few, like probably like people who, to be honest, probably those who just rat their dog and maybe never
Yeah,
dug, you know what I mean, to see the difference, or you know what I mean.
yeah,
But yeah, again, I personally I respect both. I definitely think there's, you know, there's levels, obviously, like, you know what I mean.
yeah,
There's plenty of dogs that will kill a rat that won't
yeah.
bang with something else, you know what I mean. So
So yeah, it's just exercise in my opinion. Something to do, like yeah, something to do. Exercise, good exercise.
yeah, it's definitely good exercise.
Yep.
Said Jamie Park, RJ, of course. Good evening, sir.
What's that? Man?
Yeah, he recognized you now, I guess.
There we go. That's
So
good.
you, oh, matter of fact, you said you had you. Oh, those are the bigger dogs, though. You said you
What?
sent out to hunt some hogs. That was that
Yeah,
big
yeah,
dog
yeah.
you talking about.
Yeah, I got 2 pits right now. Well, three pits. So I go down and hunt them with them in Georgia and whatnot. A couple buddies I got in Alabama. I'm trying to find somewhere closer in like North Carolina, South Carolina. So if anybody know anybody, man, let me know because that 10 out of 12 hour drive down to Alabama, that's a long hike.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, they said they got them as far up in Virginia too. I just haven't been able to connect with no folks that, you know what I'm saying, that area that got 'em.
The hogs.
Yeah, the hogs. Yeah,
Yeah, I know Jamie used Patterdales for the small hogs out in Florida.
yeah, I've been seeing that. That's the fun too.
So it's something that doesn't come out very often. What's wrong with having a Patterdale that will do it all without splitting hairs over things?
Yeah.
I mean, that would be the ideal, right?
I mean, different styles for different people. Like I see people post Patterdales and they look huge, like 25 pounds. They would never do earthwork, but they do stuff like Jamie do with the hogs and the brush and all
Yeah,
that stuff.
yeah.
So it's different dogs that fit different stuff. That's why I don't really get into all the debates really.
Yeah, yeah, and yeah, a lot of
Mhm.
debates, yeah, even the size debate, that size debate, it's like it. Even that, it's like, oh, that dog's too big to get in the a groundhog hole. Yes, it is, but where that person at, they're dealing with friggin' badger. So you know
You
what
keep
I
it
mean?
used
They
the
need a
dogs that
bigger
fit you,
need a bigger Patterdale.
that's always been dogs. You keep it use the ones that fit what you need before.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, exactly. So and that's one of the bigger things where like, you know, the Patterdale world, the big thing that I've noticed is, you know, the it's always kind of like the overseas compared to like the ones bred in the USA, and it's like, oh, they're bigger, and it's like, yeah, well, it makes sense. The ones overseas are hunting a lot, they're hunting badger,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, a lot more badger and bigger badger. And so I mean, if you're
That's
not,
funny.
I'm
That's
not
funny
putting
you
my
said that.
10-pound Patterdale on a damn badger, not purposely.
Yeah, I got
Now
to That's
she
funny
go
you
into a
said that
hole
because I
and
got
there's
a
a
buddy.
badger or something. It is what it is. But
That bring up another debate too, like crosses and mixing stuff in and stuff
yeah,
like
let's
that.
talk about it.
And like I got a buddy who said he do the same thing. He out like Midwest. He actually been on the show. I ain't even call his name, but he said he do the crosses with like pits and stuff for the same reason because they got like lot of old. I guess he said like beaver dens and stuff like near the water that the raccoons would go in the old abandoned
Yep,
ones and
yep,
live
yep,
in.
yep. That
But
was
like the
that was a
bigger
couple
dogs
weeks
can
ago,
fit
right?
in there. And he said those big coons would tear the small Patterdales up if you send them in there, like a 10 or
Hell
12
yeah.
pound Patterdale. So they do a lot like a pit crossing and whatnot for that type of work. But
Yeah,
it's
like my
different here though. 'Cause
Patterdale she been on a coon now is probably maybe 16 to 20 pounds, but she's about 11 pounds. But shit, you getting some big coon 25 or just some coon that's just like that,
Yeah,
20 pounds, she's in trouble. Plain and
yeah,
simple. Not saying she won't do her thing, and at the same time, you know, Patterdales, we're not sending them in here to kill these. We're sending them in there to hold, so
right.
we could come in and do the finish. So at the end of the day, it's my job to help my teammate out and make sure she don't get too beat up. Get in there and get your damn dog out.
Yeah, because
Easier
coons,
said than done, of course. We all been there. You know what I mean? But
Bruce
that's the
can get
plan.
real big. You don't want no 10 to 12-pound
Nah,
dog.
nah. I mean, like I said, I've had I did the goofy shit on too, where I let her go in a brush pile, like you know what I
I mean,
mean?
it's
But
gonna happen, but if you know you up against a big monster like that, you want a bigger dog.
yeah. If I could see the coon and it's like, damn, that's just 28 pounds, 20, it's
Yeah.
like 25. Yeah. I call in my brother to bring in his Patterdale Petey.
Big yeah.
Petey's probably like 16 pounds and he a throat assassin. He goes straight for the throat, so he can work.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
different tools for different situations.
Yeah. And that's one thing I noticed with the Patterdales too. And people, honestly, not just the Patterdales, just the dog world in general, is I'm trying to get my dog Sin to go just go for the throat quicker. Like she's willing to bang. You know what I mean? She's willing to take bites and bite back and
You just want
bang
to
and
be a little smarter about it.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
I'm
Like
gonna ask you
she'll
what
get
type
to
of
the neck
dog you want.
eventually, but you don't gotta take 10 bites first. Just get
Yeah,
there.
just
Where Petey,
because you're willing to.
yeah, just because you're willing to bang. Where my brother's dog, Petey's like, yo, I ain't trying to get a scratch on me. Your throat done.
Let
Immediately,
me
you know
get
what I
to
mean?
where I got to get to real quick and stay
Yeah,
there.
if he could get to the dog's throat, if he could get to the game's throat, like send my dog, if she might be able to get to the throat and she be like, fuck it, your chest is closer, I'll snatch it and shit.
Whatever it is, yeah, you can bite me, I don't care. Yeah.
Yeah, where Petey's like, nigga, I'm passing everything straight to your
Yeah.
He's like, I'm passing everything. I'm gonna go straight to your throat. I'm not playing no games. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, was she harder or how she hunt now that you got her turned on?
Yeah, I mean she'll go at anything. It's just a matter of obviously something's gonna be, you know what I mean? Something, not something, but some things are too big, you know what I mean? But as far as like her, like she's just, as far as her doing everything we needed to do, she been doing that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She been doing that. So
that's how my dog Pebbles was when she got going. Like I was thinking she was gonna bay a little more than what she do, but she really don't care that much either. Yeah, she don't. Yeah, she the same type of way as this dog is right now.
Yeah.
Probably actually about close to the same age now, but yeah, she got the same kind of style. Like she will bay and back up and mix and do all of that, but yeah, for the most part, she on the hardest side. Exactly.
Okay. Now that's what's up. I'm still with you. I'm just looking up something real quick so it comes on the camera. You know what I mean?
That's it.
We locked in. Let me come back real quick. Exit up. Jamie Park. Good evening, pops. Love you, respect. Oh, that's from 1-on-1. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know, we all family up in here.
So yeah, we played a competition to the biggest competition. You did the groundhog section, but what was the other part of the show?
So, last summer they had the groundhog that was basically faced on the groundhog. Well, was facing and one focused. I'm not faced, focused on the groundhog. You know what I mean? So that one was where he brought you to an area. Cut Up Kennels brought you to an area where there was mostly groundhog. Then there was like the coon hunt. So that's where they brought you areas where there's more, the stream with the brush piles next to it, where the coon be at. You know what I mean? Then it was kind of like the free hunt where it's like, okay, you just hunt and shoot, you get what you can, and we'll do the they'll do the judging after, depending on how much weight, size, you know what I mean, all that could if someone caught 3 groundhogs, or if a dog and a team caught 3 groundhogs, and obviously it was timed 4 or 5 hours or whatever, and another person caught 1 groundhog, then we already know who the winner is because he got 3-1. You know what I'm saying? But if it was somewhere it was like 3 and 3, then really not time. Time would come into play maybe if it was like, damn, his team caught 3, and it was like in they really, you know what I mean? But probably more like if 3 and 3, more like the size would come into play.
Right.
You know what I mean? The weight. You know what I mean? Because obviously, if you banging with a you know, a
You gotta
groundhog that's 8 pounds, that's nothing compared to a 15-pound.
Right, that might take a little longer.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Just everything, you know what I mean? So, and then it was like like I said, they had the groundhog, they had focused on the groundhog, they had hunt focused on the coon, hunt focused on the not focused on anything, just catch what you can type thing. And then they had the rookie event where it was all dogs under like a year and a half. So you know what I mean? And that one was kind of like, that one was kind of more like, it was still live. Don't get it wrong. It's all live hunting out there, but they did the scent type thing too. Where cut up kennels like had a say if they had like groundhog or something in a cage, they would drag it around and see what dogs would really pick up the scent and find it way in the cut where they put it. You know what I mean? That was kind of like the scent thing for the rookie. And then you could actually let your rookie get busy in certain areas. But, you know, it depends. Some people let their dogs start letting their dogs get busy at 8 months. Some people wait till a year and a half, you know what I mean, or a year. So, but it was kind of just a rookie event, whatever. You know, get the dogs. What was it? Yeah, 18 months or younger. You know what I mean? Some of them was kind of like they're already going. You know what I mean? So obviously they might have had an advantage on the rookie hunt, but you know that's part of the game and the handling and all that. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. You know what I mean? But that's how that event went. You know what I mean? And it was a good event. The big dig events coming up this summer, and that's going to be even bigger with a lot of as far as like they're still going to have the groundhog hunt, coon, catch what you can, rookie, and all that stuff. That event's also going to have the confirmation, which, you know, it is what it is. You know, we're trying to keep the hunting aspect alive, but I do respect the confirmation because the thing I respect about the confirmation sometimes shows how much the handler is putting into the health and strength too. You know what I mean? That's why I respect me. That's why I respect any confirmation because you ain't gonna just have no dogs up there looking right and they just home eating pedigree sitting in the cage all day. That's not how it's gonna work. You know what I mean? If your dog's looking right, even if you might not run them every day, but you fed them right. You know what I mean? You gave them baths when they needed to and all that.
Yeah, they're taking care.
They are, yeah, exactly. So I respect it because some of them, as far as like AKC and some of them dogs just shit. Some of them dogs is taken care of way more than some people take care of their kids.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? So, but what 101 come talking about? A big coon in an open set is a tough customer. Takes a good old truly keep them. Takes a good one to truly keep them still to be dug. I'm a wide open set. Yeah, very true.
Yeah, coon my favorite by far. That's my favorite. Yeah. I done seen him frustrate a lot of dogs, like different dogs, like coon dogs, pits. Like I got a buddy who was always into the pits, and like I would tell him, like, come out. Like that dog ain't never done shit. He's like, yeah, man, she'll crush that coon. All right, come on out. Like your dog 3 4 years old ain't never been on that. It's not gonna go how you think. Like, come out.
Yeah, them coons get busy for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like he said, and I think we spoke about this before, but yeah, a coon in the open set, yeah, definitely tougher because they could really get all them nails into you. They could really do what they want to do too, as far as latching on and all that good stuff. Face to face, a little different. When you see me in the woods with dogs, you can bet I've got one around 12 albs. 12 pounds. I got one around 16 pounds. Let me move this thing on my way. I got one around 20 different tools for different situations. I heard the men say.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Definitely ain't one size fit all. That's why you got all different shapes and sizes. With the same breed. Within the same breeds.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, once
I mean,
I,
that's facts for anything you do. You know what I mean? I don't care if you fixing a door. You got a certain type of screw, you're gonna need a certain type of Phillips. You know what I mean? Or
yeah,
a certain size, I should say. You know what I mean? So it is what it is.
that's why there's so many out here.
For real. What else, Jimmy? Say Woods. That little red dog I saw this summer you have is going to be a good little dog. Watch and see. Yeah, that's Sin, Jamie. Yeah, that's the only Patterdale I got right now. By the end of this summer, I'll probably have about 2, 3 more. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm out the figures.
You gonna stick at the one lurcher?
I got a pit bull. I
Okay.
got a pit bull, but he's dog aggressive. So like, but honestly, I've been working on him lately. So, but it's still to the point where I might bring him out somewhere where it's like, okay, I got me and
Some
Biggs out with the big dogs. Where it's like, okay, if something happens, it's like something
we
not
can
gonna get.
break it up and it's not the biggest deal.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But as far as bringing him around, people's like
First, rip a
Patterdale,
hole in somebody's Patterdale.
yeah, one bite, game
Yeah.
over. Now someone mad at me, which I would understand. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, I don't really bring them out. But as far as like I'm working with him. So when we do,
How old is?
I'm, huh?
How old is?
He'll be 3 in February.
Okay.
He'll be 3 in February. The thing is, he listen. He just he just turns up. Like he just, you know what I mean? Like he listen, but when you in the city and people see that and he
Distracted.
that not even barking, just
Yeah.
you know
Yeah.
what I mean? People just think you know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
hard to really get them adjusted out here. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like I gotta contact people I know, like, yo, we gonna link up and we gonna
Where
get
you
them
at?
right. And someone where it's like if anything happened, we gonna break them out and then we know how this goes. You know what I mean?
Where you at again? You in New
I'm
York?
in Boston.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in the city. So don't get me wrong, I drive out to like farms, like probably like 2 hours out that I do have the permissions to and access to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's still not game heavy. And honestly, there do be some of them that are game, but there's so many like man-made built walls and stuff like that that they just go into bricks.
You know, Boston ain't one of the cities that's infested with coons.
Not infested.
Okay, yeah,
There's coons out here, but it's not infested.
Because I know
Infested
New
with
York like
rats,
that.
yeah.
We went out there and hunted them like that with you had them on the show too out in New York, going out there and hunting them in the city out in New York and whatnot. So yeah, that type of deal.
Was it Jimmy?
Yeah. Yup.
Yeah.
Man,
but in New York there's more rats and coons. See, there's certain areas that there is a lot of coon, just not directly where I'm at.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you could find, but not like, not like if you out like by them farms where they're just eating corn and shit all day.
It's definitely a struggle having all them permissions out for sure.
Yeah. And that's one thing I'm working on is getting more permissions. And then again, because we're closer to the city, obviously the farms are not as big.
Yeah. That's why I get lucky with the nuisance animal control thing, because I don't even have to go hunting a lot of times. People just call me like, "Hey, it's a coon under my deck." All right, yeah, I come. Like that type of deal. So.
Yeah, and that's one thing we've been getting more into too. Is like trying to let people know we're there to help. Really,
like I don't really do it for the money as much. Like I do charge because it's a thing here, so I do charge, but it can't keep you on game really. Because like once you start doing it, people gonna call you and they be wanting that stuff gone. Like if they see a raccoon, they want it gone now. So yeah, I got something that'll get it gone for you right now.
Yeah. And not say like you said, it ain't about when we go hunting, with the fellas and all that for us, about a money thing. But if someone's calling you to get something out their basement, then yeah, they could. I mean, you're risking your shit. You could get bit.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? You could get cut. Your dog could end up happening.
Like we were talking about with the vet. If he get cut and I gotta go spend $500, now what?
And I didn't make at least if I made 100, I only got to spend 4, really.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you know, so yeah, as you should. You don't understand. I'm a old. Here, Jamie, go. You have to understand. I'm old, so I don't drink, and I don't chase women, so I have lots of dogs. I believe the first part, Jamie. I believe that I don't drink. I don't know if we ever get too old to be chasing women, Jamie. Even them dogs you watching do that.
They got them blue pills if you get too old. Ain't no such thing as too old.
What he said? When I hunt with dog aggressive dog, we just make sure he's hunting by himself, and he better be able to handle anything that comes by himself. Yeah, and my pit, you know, he's in shape. He get, you know, ain't nothing. You know, it'd have to be something like a wolf or something. Ain't no coyote or nothing like that dealing with.
I was about to say, that's just
much of a
something
risk.
crazy. It shouldn't be too much you worried about him handling by himself.
Nah, I'm more worried about him just snatching someone's small dog and shaking, and you already know it. You in a situation. Shit's already over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then when we out hunting, they going in the brush. So it's like you ain't even gonna see if he get a little feisty.
He start moving, you can grab it.
Yeah. Like if you know your dog, you might catch it before it happens. Like, hey, don't do that. You know what I mean? I can see. But if you can't, if he's in the brush 20 feet away,
you ain't there.
Yeah. So that's really like. But I'm working on them. You know, I'm working on them so I can at least bring them up with the big dogs. Where if anything happens, it's not. You know, most of the time it's just you just break it up and that's about it. Is there any I probably asked you this before, but you know, things change. It's been months. Is there any as far as the Patterdale, of course, is there any bloodline that you tend to like more, focus on, or any bloodline that you maybe looking forward to trying out?
We did talk about this before. Like, I've never really got into it. Like, I'm just into the dogs. Like, if you a good dog, like that's what I'm into. Like, my buddy know how they bred, and actually, my dogs are pure Patterdales. They the two brindle dogs, they got like a quarter pin on the mother does, and like a little less. They come from like the Amish and breeding and whatnot, and working. Then my buddy Mike ended up with the mother base. So yeah, my dog's not even pure Patterdales. Yeah.
Is there any? And again, someone like Jamie, 101, and RJ, you would know this. You guys would know this before me. Is there's no Brendo Patterdales?
Absolutely not. No.
I just want to be like, nah, and you know what I mean. But I haven't. Yeah,
not that I've seen, and that's where it comes from. And them that little bit of pit or something.
Yeah. That makes. Yeah, I would assume that any Patterdale that's Brendo looking has something in them.
Yeah. But they the only ones I've seen maintain the Patterdale size. Everybody else, you can kind of tell that like the pit is in there. Like it's gonna have like a bigger head. Like, you know, sometimes you look at a Patterdale and be like, that motherfucker look like he got a pit in him just because, you know what I'm saying, got a bigger head, thicker neck and all that. But these ones, they built just like Patterdales.
They just got the Brendo.
Yeah, they just got the color.
That's what's up. I mean, like you said, and at the end of the day, too, though, if you're someone who just focusing on the work, then
yeah,
you know what I mean. If you're more just, I'm not really worried about the bloodline or nothing like that. If you just focus on the work,
I've never
you don't
with the like even like with the Boyle's dogs I got, like people always talking about, oh, you gonna breed into another pure Boyle's, man? I'm like, no, like I don't care about that. Like, I mean, it's gonna have, whatever I breed it to, I have a nice pair, but that's not my focus really. I'm a breed it to another dog that performs just like her.
Like you will if it happens, but that's not your that's not your main focus.
We were talking about with the nose thing, like she locates shit, tree shit, like she won't tree it like a coonhound, but like we've shot stuff out of trees to it just because she'll follow it to the tree, it goes up and keeps circling like them 1 or 2 trees, and you look up there with the light and it's up there. So like that type of deal. I'm gonna breed it to another dog that performs first before I even care about the pedigree at all.
So you and I probably asked you this before, but you know we got new people on here, and you know we like to let people know who you are too. But so you don't really stress or worry about getting the pedigrees.
Nah, no, especially not with the Patterdales. Nah.
Why not?
I done lost dogs. I don't breed and sell dogs. That's the main thing. Like, that's where I see it come in most of the time with the breeding and selling. Yeah, you want to know what you got, but like that's where I see it come in most of the time. And I don't really breed or sell dogs, so
Yeah.
the people
So
around me, like, they know where it come from and who they come
yeah,
from and whatnot. So, and like I said, like even with these litters, nobody gonna get them, so it don't matter what they are to you. Really.
nah. I mean, you know, to each his own.
Yeah.
I agree with you. Me personally, I like pedigrees just probably because I just honestly I wasn't back in the day where you know you come from the bull world. Pedigrees, you just got the if this guy had an L crazy dog and this guy had an L crazy dog and you bred them, you just get one of the pup.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I rock with the pedigrees. I like to know what I have. I'm not planning on really selling Patterdales or nothing, but when I have
Yeah.
pups, if I do have pups, I'll get pedigrees just to keep track of it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's what I was gonna say. It's definitely a good tool just to know what you got.
Yeah, but I'm
Yeah,
not planning
definitely.
on do
Yeah,
breeding no breeders
yeah,
or
I ain't
nothing like
knocking
that.
nobody to go that route. We gotta have a registered dog and all that. Whatever you
But yeah,
prefer,
if you
your
breeding,
dog, you feed them. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's how I believe. So, yeah.
if you breed them, you definitely need that pedigree. I didn't say I didn't catch them ladies. I said I didn't chase them. Young men need to pay attention to the old guy. Run down and get run down and get one for a walk down and get them all. Hey Jamie, I'm not mad at you, man.
How'd that go
I
with the
agree.
events and the shows though? Would I be able to bring my dogs and hunt?
The what?
Would I be able to bring my dogs and hunt? Are they just PTCA registered dogs, or how
Nah,
does
they
it?
don't gotta be PTCA
Okay,
registered. They do gotta be Patterdale for the actual competition. Now, cut up kennels, Biggs always does like the day after or the day before. He will do like a free hunt where it's like we all hunters, just bring your dogs out.
right.
But that won't be included in the
For the
competition,
competition,
obviously. You know what
right?
I mean?
Okay.
Because it's the competition is Patterdale competition. You know what I mean? But even the Patterdales in the competition, no, they don't have to be registered to the PTCA
Right.
or
Okay.
the NEPTC. You know what I mean?
Oh, gotcha.
Or none of that. They just gotta be Patterdales. But
Gotcha.
if I mean if yeah, like all right, so I wouldn't don't come through. Don't come through with no dog talking about it's a Patterdale and the shit's half pit, please. Like that's another thing. We're trying, you know what I mean?
Fit the bill,
We
at least
trying to
fit the bill. Yeah.
yeah, we trying to because that's when it will come into play where it's like, oh, now it got to be registered so we can make sure when people
Yeah.
start trying to
You're
pull
gonna mess the
tricks.
whole thing up doing that.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But as far as that, it's like we're not trying to have that energy where it's like, oh, it got to be registered. If it's you know what I mean, or if it's a Patterdale, and there'll be enough people there to know.
No, what's what? Yeah.
You'll be there, I'll be there, Biggs will be there, Jamie be there. They got Booth coming out. They got Robert Booth coming out. They got Philford, so Todd. So there'll be people there to know if it's
You
if
ain't
it's a
gonna be able to slide no
Patterdale or not.
bullshit over.
Yeah. There'll be
Yeah.
people there to know if it's a Patterdale or not. So, but yeah, respectfully, you know, we're all grown men. We trying to have a friendly competition, good competition. So, and in the future, I'm pretty sure cut up kennels will probably won't be with the PTCA or the NEPTC, but cut up kennels will have hunting events. Cut up life, cut up kennels.
Like,
They got cut up kennels, which is the kennels, they're dogs. But there's all the reason why it's not called Ken Up Patterdale Terriers because they got all types of dogs within the kennel club. You know,
like,
and within their not their kennel club, within their kennel.
yeah.
Yeah, and then he also got cut up life, where that's kind of like just everything cut up. You know what I mean? Cut up life. You might see them fishing. You might see us fishing because I'm cut up
With
life. You
that
know?
outdoor license.
Yeah, just the whole the whole team life type stuff. You know what I mean? About obviously 90% hunting, or
That's
you know
what's
what I
up,
mean?
especially when you get the kids out there. That's what's up.
And that's another thing, you bring to get the kids out there. You know what I mean? But he definitely does. That being said, he definitely does do a and I'll talk to him and figure out. It's most likely probably be the day after the event.
Right.
You know what I mean? But that way dogs that didn't get too banged up in the event could still hunt the next day too.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
if you do it
Just to
before,
be doing something with the time since everybody be there. Yeah.
yeah, if you do it the day before, it's like, okay, well, I'm not gonna hunt my dog, and then he's all banged up for the competition.
Right.
You know what I mean? So yeah, so I mean, he is gonna, as far as the competition's Patterdales, but I know Cut Up Kennels and Biggs always do we always do like a free hunt, like where just bring your dogs out. Of course, we don't want the aggressive dogs because we don't know no accidents, because there's all different dogs, different shapes, different sizes. You know what I mean? When he does the come out and hunt, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, he definitely shows love to because there's people that again, there's people that come, oh, I got 2 Patterdales and I got a lurcher, but I'm not gonna put my lurcher in a boarding, and I'm not gonna, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna leave it home. I'm gonna bring it with me, and why not let the lurcher get or the pit bull or the presser or the Malinois or whatever, coon hound, or you know what I'm saying, whatever you got, leopard hound, or whatever. I mean, whatever you got, why not let them get a little fun in too while you out there? You know what I mean? You will be seeing Brenda Patterdales in the future, I'm quite sure. Breeding red, black to buckskin, or buckskin to red. Genetics are going to produce the Brenda sometime. I mean, yeah. You know what's gonna happen, Jamie. The first thing people are gonna say is it's not all Patterdale, but I mean, as far as genetics, you're right. The way some of these dogs got the red and the black with the red chest and all
It
that
can
stuff.
easily turn into some fad BS too, because people be wanting what's different just to say they got what's different, and yeah, that'll be the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, again, that'll be the worst thing in the world because we're always trying to keep the hunting aspect alive. That's the main focus.
That's really
As
all.
far as the Patterdale, that's the main focus, is to keep the hunting
That's
aspect alive.
yeah.
Yeah, and if you locked in with us, like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend, tell a friend. Oh, and for those tuning in, I'm gonna start that up next Wednesday. I started up a thing where and we'll get right back to you. RJ. But I started up a thing on Mondays where people will post their Patterdale pick on the New England on the nationwide Elite Patterdale Terrier group page on Facebook. So they'll post a picture, in the comments or whatever. And then on Wednesdays, and we're gonna start this next Wednesday doing the live, whether we have an interview or not. We're gonna have polls, best picture. You know what I mean? It's really not like a it's not nothing crazy. It's just to have a little fun. It's not really like a confirmation things. It could be the best picture because you got 5 strong Patterdales in the pack, and one of them got a groundhog in their mouth. So everyone voted on that
5
picture.
coons laid out in front of you.
Yeah. It could be you're like in the picture, but the picture obviously got to have a Patterdale in it.
Right.
So it could be a picture with a a little girl in holding a coon or something. And if that's the picture that everyone likes, then that's but I'm not gonna vote. I'm just gonna put the poll up so the people that are tuned in with us can vote. But yeah, I'm gonna start that. Mondays I'll be posting the flyer for people to comment, and then so you have Monday to vote to comment your picture. Once it's like Tuesday, if you comment Tuesday, we most of the time there's already more than enough pictures on Monday. You know what I mean? So, from what I've seen, testing it out here and there. So yeah, Tuesdays. If you comment a picture on Tuesday, that won't count. You gotta comment that Monday, and then Wednesday we'll do the voting thing. We'll do the voting thing as best picture. Audrey, come to Florida to visit. I'll get you out. I'll get you out on some hogs. Yeah, he got some hogs out there.
It's after the first of the year now, my vacation back. So yeah, I'm gonna be making some trips here soon. I got my vacation reloaded at work too.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be getting down south soon.
Got some time now.
Yeah. Take a week off, get down there.
True. Shaheed Golden, make sure there's something to do for everybody. It's a great show. Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're definitely gonna do that, Jamie. But you know, as far as the competition, we're trying to keep it professional. We're trying to keep it legit. We're trying to take this hunting thing with the Patterdale seriously. And you know, it's not, you know, we of course we're gonna have fun with it, but you know, it's a real competition, it's a real event. So it in a real Patterdale event. So, you know, we're trying to keep it real professional, real do it right for the Patterdales. You know what I mean? But of course, you know, and Shaheeb, Jamie, he will have that free hunt where it's just bring your dogs out and catch what you catch. We'll get
Jamie
busy.
got a lot of crosses too, right? Y'all Patterdale crosses. Jamie got crosses too, right?
Jamie got the Wookiees, the
yeah.
Patterdale Gags. He called them
That's what I
Wookiee.
thought.
Yeah, I think recently he just had a litter. If I'm not mistaken, Jamie. I know you're still in here with us. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, recently he just had a litter, I thought. Yeah, for sure. What's your smallest Patterdale? How much is smallest? You said about 6?
Cupcake probably about 10 pounds.
About 10.
All of them small. Pebbles actually the biggest one. She probably about 13, somewhere around there. Her mother, she retired, but she real small. She only like 10 pounds. She only like 9.
Damn.
Cause here, like I do a lot of the wood stuff, so like a lot of these sets ain't opened up. They between roots and different shit. And then, like even with the groundhogs here, like I haven't seen a lot of big groundhog sets, like huge groundhog sets. So if you ain't got a smaller dog in Maryland, you ain't fitting in no whole lot. The fox sets usually bigger, but everything else, you ain't getting those huge sets.
Small sets. Shit. Hey, as long as this game out there.
Yeah. It is. It's mostly groundhogs in the spring and stuff like that too. Unless you got all those farm permissions, like I had a couple buddies up in Calvin County in Maryland. They had like foxes and stuff on their property. So anytime the foxes would come back, they call me and my buddy, and we'd go over there and get them out for them. But other than that, I done got into like some sticky situations hunting in the woods. So especially when I'm by myself. So that's how I lost one of the males I had. So actually, Pebble's father, that's how I lost him. Like it ended up taking days to dig. I told you on the first one, like I had to get the construction guys to come help me dig. By that time, the collar had turned off. So I try to not to get in them situations as much as possible. I don't really have a lot of people here who dig dogs around me, really.
And that's one of them main things is not, you know what I mean, or not main things, but like, you know, they always say don't go hunting by yourself.
Yeah. So that's why it's actually sweet of like people like Biggs, how y'all got y'all whole community together and you always got like people around who trying to work dogs.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, again, you know, I always say and always tell you, bro, that's what this live is about. You know what I mean? Bringing the Patterdale Terrier community together more, making it more of a family, making it more, you know, more of a family and good vibes, positive vibes. You know what I mean? And doing what we got to do that way.
So yeah, what made you get your dog? What bloodline is your dog?
Sin?
Yeah.
She's Sin's Mason. Yeah, I had to go out to Mason to grab her. Flew out there that morning. Spent a couple hours with Mason, just talking.
What made you start with that? What made you go to him?
It's a good question. Really? I mean, when I did when I was looking at a lot of a lot of different dogs, I spoke to him. He was obviously, his name's big when you look up the Patterdale world. First of all, you know what I mean. He's one of the, if he's 1, 2, or 3, wherever you want to place him when it comes to the breeders in America. You know what I mean. I mean, really, probably the biggest guys are probably him and maybe Roughneck as far as names. You know what I mean when it comes to the American scene. And I could be wrong. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but from what I've seen, and when I spoke to him, he just he gave me a little background on what he tried to do with his dogs. He said he'd been focusing on his litters being smaller, and lately his dogs been smaller. And everyone I was around, and like my cousin Keith, he got like a 16-pounder. Most of the people I got dogs like that got Patterdales that I know, they're not 10-pound Patterdales. So I'm like, okay, you breeding them smaller. We trying to get a smaller one. You know what I mean? And then again, he was one of the more known bloodlines. But when I spoke to him, it was more like he had he was focusing on the smaller ones that we wanted. You know what I mean? And I wanted one from a known breeder. So that was probably first of all of why I picked him, or decided to email him and ended up having a conversation with him. You know what I mean? I wanted to one of the top breeders for say. So, you know what I mean? I contacted him, and he basically said everything I wanted to hear as far as like size and his dogs. And one thing he said that I like that probably stood out the most is that he said his dogs check in. Like they're not them dogs that if you free cast them, they're just friggin' a mile away.
Yeah, they out.
If they're gone, that means if you can't find them, if they didn't come check in, that means they're in the hole.
Yeah, they did.
You know what I mean? They'll run out 30, 40, 50 yards and then come back, 30, 40, 50 yards and then come back. And me being with my cousin's dog, where his dog would just freak like, yo, his dog will go this way, all the way through the farm this way, and 10 minutes later come from behind us. And I get it. It's like, okay, so you checking everywhere.
Right.
But it's like it's a risk because he going all the way that way, a half a mile. If he gets into a hole and grabs a son, we ain't gonna be able to see him nor hear him.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So that was like probably the main thing where we wanted to that was probably the main thing that was like, yeah, I definitely want a dog that where it's like it's not gonna just be bouncing miles. Or I want a dog that's able to free cast. I want a dog that's gonna go out and check, but I don't want a dog that's just gonna be checking unnecessarily far where it's like I can't even help you if you get into it because I don't know where you're at. You know what I mean?
I don't know that.
So that was probably like the main thing that he said that I liked was that his dogs don't just they check in. They're gonna double back, come check you, then go back, come check you. You know what I mean? And then again, he's a well-known breeder as far as like the Patterdale. When I spoke to Patterdale owners, maybe like Shahib, you know what I mean? Big something like that. He was, he said, they're legit, you know what I mean?
Right.
And then when he showed me the litter, I kind of like the me personally, I kind of like the brown ones a little more. So when he showed me the litter and they were all brown, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna come get one. And yeah, I took that flight and went and snatched one. Let's just say Great Grind Terrier Slurshers 1310. Good luck digging to anything bigger than a 10-pound and MD.
Ain't gonna fit.
Huh?
Yeah, ain't gonna fit. That's been my experience anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone has their spirits, everyone has their opinion, everyone has their thoughts on it. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell a friend if you're watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Yes, sir. I can't wait to show my little Wookiees dogs off this summer. Yeah, Jamie
Man,
got them
people,
Wookiees.
I seen
Huh?
something about somebody saying they use Patterdale down in Florida now for like the lizards too.
For the lizards?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
I wonder how much of a fight they put up.
What, the iguanas?
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't put up nothing that's hurting no dog. You know what I mean? Like they could whip whip their tail, but most of the time that a dog snatched that up
Yeah, that ain't
and
going
cracked the whole head and neck and all that, not even trying. You know what I mean? Like, it's a decent sized lizard iguana, and they could get huge, but
it ain't
from what
got
I seen, dogs just snatch them up and shake them up, game over. They ain't really doing nothing.
like rat or something, dude.
Yeah.
So yeah, how
So
far you think you're gonna go into the lurches, or you think you just gonna stick with that one?
right now I'm gonna stick with her. She ain't even a year yet. So right now I'm gonna, put my focus into her before I
Another one.
I mean, I like her a lot, and I like the lurcher thing. So yeah, I do plan on getting another one day. But
Are y'all
right
a state
now,
where you can hunt deer with dogs?
what is that?
Are y'all a state where you can deer hunt with dogs?
Nah, I
Okay.
mean, nah. I would have hell no. Massachusetts got mad rules. I would have to go to I would have to like drive out to maybe like New Hampshire.
Okay. He said, hell no.
Yeah, I would have to drive out probably to like New Hampshire because yeah, out here there's not even like there's not enough even forest to be trying to really hunt. Like, you'll see them, they'll be on the side of the highway and all types of shit, but there's not even enough forest really to be,
How
or
about
enough
coyotes?
land, I should say.
Y'all got a lot of coyotes in your area?
Hell yeah, but it's not. It's like the city coyotes,
Okay.
because you know what I
I
mean.
mean, I
Like,
keep saying you. I keep forgetting you said you're in the city.
yeah, so they have them, but they'll be like in the cemeteries, or you'll see them at night. But like even in the city out here, there's nothing in most places, even what I mean. As
Yeah.
far as like the East Coast, New York, stuff like that, there's nothing. There's no predators that's gonna kill them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're the top predators, so they're eating the rats, they're eating the rabbits, they're eating whatever they could catch. They're
Right.
eating motherfuckers, house cats.
Fido using the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
They say we got them in our area. I've yet to run into them, but people catch them on cameras and all that. I know a couple people in the shot. They ain't been here too long. I don't think. Not a heavy
Yeah.
population anyway.
One of my bros, he lives in Massachusetts, probably like 20 minutes from him. And there's gotta be a den, like where his crib is at, it's like right around the corner from the highway. So there's a little bit of like forest and stuff, but there's gotta be a den somewhere around there. Cause if I'm over his house, say I'm over his house for 4 days and I leave at night. 2 of those days every time, like it could be 4 days every week. I'm just at his house for whatever. 2 of those days when I leave, I end up seeing like 2 or 3 of them every time. Every time. Like if I go there Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm gonna see them Wednesday. I go there Thursday, Friday again, I'm gonna see them Friday. So there's a den somewhere around them, and they be like, sometimes they be walking right down the street. They be like 7 deep, 8 deep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we ain't got like that. Yeah.
And there's enough rats out here, and there's them damn brown rabbits everywhere now.
They eat good.
Yeah, and there ain't no predators out here to fuck with them.
Yeah, we don't got them that bad. No.
They eating you know what I'm saying? They eat whatever. We got hawks that will fuck up a pigeon, leave half the body. They'll eat that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So there's definitely even on, like, I'm in the middle of the city on my street, two yards over there was a coyote. I was pissed too because I wasn't home. The neighbor showed me a pic. Because if I seen it, because where he was too is that like he wouldn't have. He was in his front yard, but he was kind of like in the corner, so he might not have been able to run off. I would have just let the pick go.
Right,
yeah. I would just let my pick go. But you know, it is what it is, man. I'm focused on these lurchers right now, to be honest. I mean, not these Patterdales right now, to be honest. And that was kind of like, that was one of the main reasons I got my lurcher. Kind of like when I'm free casting, like, you know what, just follow her. Because a couple times she went in some holes and I had to like listen and search. You know what I mean? But it's like, you know what I mean? Good thing to track her. She was close enough where it's like, nah, I got the lurcher now. You know what I mean? She'll show me where she's at. Hoping, we'll see how it works. Jamie, what's the smallest rookie you've produced? Jamie, what's the smallest rookie you produced? Special shout out to who's that? Leah Dorsey? Or Leia Dorsey. And the Peterson brothers for all the help with my little Wookiees. We can't wait to show them off. Gotta move this thing. But yeah, Peterson brothers, yeah, we had them on here. Those are my guys. Jamie Park, you already know that. Those are my guys. I'm trying to get out. How are you close to them, RJ?
Where are they?
They're in Ohio, I think.
Nah, I'm probably like 6-7 hours from Ohio.
Where you at again?
Maryland.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm like 6-7 hours from Ohio.
Oh, you in Maryland? Okay.
But I ain't really close to nobody.
Nah, I mean, you like what? You 8 hours from me?
Yeah.
I might have to come check you, bro.
Yeah.
And my brother, he goes out to Maryland a couple times a year because his girl's family lives out in Maryland.
Okay. So yeah, Martha been down a couple times. Yeah, you come out for sure, definitely.
Yeah, I might have to take that trip with them one time with the dogs and come get busy with you.
Yeah, I'm gonna make that trip to the next show though, for sure. As long as nothing come up, life don't take over. I'll be at that next one.
Yeah, I know how that goes. Yeah, I suggest everyone, if you're locked in, if you're tuned in right now, tell a friend, hit the like button, subscribe, share. But yeah, this summer the Big Dig, huge Patterdale event, hunting event, live hunting. You know, spectators are welcome, even if you don't have a dog. If you got Patterdales, whether what you trying to learn, trying to see how what digging is, you know, and RJ, you know, it's different from getting a Patterdale, and I've been there, and I didn't get too psyched up or too nervous or scared, probably because I been ready for it, and you know, been learning so much about it. But yeah, it's definitely a good thing to come see as far as spectators that think or might want to get into the Patterdale, and you can see that it's a little different when you got a dog doing the thing, and next thing you know, this dog's in the ground and you don't know where it's at. You got to use a tracker and, you know, dig and get your dog. Adrenaline stop.
90% of the people don't want to dig, so yeah, it's good for you to come experience it because you ain't gonna want to do that regularly.
It's the digging. I mean, it's how deep you could dig in. It's pulling your dog out in his lip, his nose bit up.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's all that. The face is bloody. You know what I mean. And I've me personally, I've like, you know what I mean. There was I've never been too like, oh my god, but I kind of been like learning about it. And again, you remember I was doing this live before I even started hunting with my Patterdale.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I kind of knew what to come type thing. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I've also, before I got my dog, I also been out with other people's dogs and my cousin's dogs, just, you know, but it's you know, again, it's a little different when it's your dog and it's like, okay, my dog's in the hole and, you know, I gotta really get my dog out. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It can get scary if you know what I mean. So this event is definitely the perfect event for spectators to just come out and see what it really looks like live, real hunting. You know
I
what I
would
mean?
definitely agree with that for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Not like, not no cage stuff and, real hunting. They're going to find any hole that no one knows that's there. And, they got to get busy.
Yeah. You don't know what you're getting into.
Yeah. They got to get busy.
Yeah. You got to get them out and let them go in there. So ain't no stopping. Ain't no none of that.
Grit and grind. I have one here at the house with me now, and just probably weighs about 14 pounds. Oh, he was talking about what's the smallest? Grit and grind. Good luck. Jamie, what's the smallest rookie you produced? That was his question. And Jamie said about 14 pounds. I'm trying to get him up into the New England area to checking for his size. Okay, Jamie. Yeah, I mean, that's a nice size though, 14 pounds.
What's the biggest one you got out of that, Jamie?
It's another question for you, Jamie. What's the biggest? RJ's asking what's the biggest? Poachers in Florida. I've heard there's a gang of Patterdale turtle poachers in Florida. Maybe, man. This guy. Grin. You get caught messing with a turtle, they'll take your dog and you're right straight to jail. Don't pass go. Yeah. Certain animals. Yeah, like
I honestly think it's that way here in Maryland too, but that's a risk I take.
Yeah, it's like that a lot of places where I'm at. If you could get a nice fine, you run over one of them
You
geese
ever ate one? I know you haven't ate that before.
What?
Turtle.
Deer?
Turtle.
Nah.
Yeah. If you ever eat one, you'll risk that fine for it.
Turtle?
Snapping turtle, yeah. If you ever eat one, you'll risk that fine for it.
RJ, you gotta chill out, bro.
You gonna try one of these days? You already tried coon. You said you wouldn't try it. You already started.
Turtle's crazy. Turtle's like swamp water. What it tastes like? Swamp?
It's 7 different kinds of meats in turtle. You know how you got dark, white, this, that, yeah. It's all 7 different kinds of turtle.
I don't know, man. That's
it
crazy.
Ain't what you think, man. It ain't what you think.
I don't know. It's got to be slimy though.
Nah. I mean, you probably gonna eat it in the soup. 9 times out of 10, that's how you gonna get it.
The soup. I know. I've heard of it. I know people eat it, and where I get a lot of my dog stuff, the Chinese butcher up the street.
What you feed raw?
Yeah.
Okay.
Chinese. Yeah.
Completely raw, no kibble.
I do mix kibble sometimes with my pit bull because this dude's allergic to poultry. And that ground beef and all that shit get expensive when you just feed when you can just own like I can't like drumsticks is nothing.
Yeah, you got stretch.
You know what I mean? And then like my Patterdale was like whatever, you give her 2 drumsticks. You know what I mean? And I still be giving her ground beef and turkey, sardines and all that stuff. But he's allergic to poultry, so he gets a little kibble mixed in his shit because he's just
so you can have him covered. Yeah,
he's eating a lot. And I mean that's another thing. Like I want to bring him out, you know what I mean? But for the most part, this dude be up under my wife.
Oh yeah, he's done.
He's done. I have him because when I do go out, it's like okay, I ain't at the crib, but I know you go to that front door, you're gonna see that big black head.
Yeah, he done. My man got his life. Yeah, he got his life. He got a birth.
You know what I mean? Like he be. Yeah, I brought him out before. You know what I mean with my dog, so he knows like he hear that check and stuff. He gonna start looking too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's looking anyway. You know what I mean? Whatever, but for the most part, like where I'm at now in my little man cave or whatever, if me and my wife are down here and he's down here, he's about to be right up under her leg.
Oh yeah.
She ain't never been through the bowl of food.
Yeah, he know who's spoiled.
Yeah, nah, she give him. That's the problem. She give him food when I'm away and stuff. He get extra. You get food. I feed him 4 times a day. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
he eat snacks and everything.
under her. But it's a good thing too, because like I said, when I leave, it's like, you know, I leave and go hunting or something. It's okay. I still got my pit bull there. He gonna definitely do what he can.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I ain't in a crazy area, nothing like that anyway. But you know, it's always good. Me personally, I love all dogs, and obviously, if I was to say my top 3 dogs, obviously we know Patterdale is one of them, but I always have a pit bull.
Yeah, that's me.
I might have 12 Patterdales in 2 years, 3 years, but I always have at least 1 pit bull.
Yeah, that's me too. I feel the same way.
That's just where I come from.
Same.
For them, it's worth it for the perfect shell ash. When I be at the Chinese spot, grit and grind, grabbing, you know, whatever, because you know they got it all. They be having brains, hearts, all that stuff. You know what I mean? But they take the turtle and just crack the whole shell.
Yeah, I don't. They
Crack
go
the whole shell up and just throw it into a Ziploc, plastic bag, wrap it up, and pass it on, and just be. And the turtle be alive until they crack that. I'd be like, damn. I almost bought 2 and just brought them to a pond real quick. Like, this is crazy. Let me let these boys go. Nah, I'm only messing with you. But yeah, they just pull them out, crack the back, throw them, literally slide it into a bag off the cutting board.
That's it.
Wrap it up, weigh it, put the little tag on it, and people. And it's crazy too, because I've been there when there was 5, 6 people in line waiting for that turtle. Yeah. And not no racial stuff, but not just because it's a Chinese market, not just Chinese people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've seen Black people, Indian people, all in there getting that turtle.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely for sure. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like it would be crazy slimy.
Nah. You gotta try it one time.
Like someone put like aloe.
You gotta try it one time. Nah, it ain't what you think it would be. It ain't what you think.
Yeah. I mean, fair to say that's what
Once you clean it up, it got a different
what
look
I
to
thought.
It. Yeah. Once you clean it up, it got a different look to it because you got scales on them. You got drop them in boiling water and scale off. It started to look like meat once you clean it up, get the shell off, pour it up. It started to look like meat.
Damn. So what? So you eat coon?
I ain't crazy about coon, but yeah, I do eat it.
You eat coon. You eat turtle.
Yeah. Squirrel. Rabbit. Snakehead. You fish? Y'all got snakehead in your area?
Snakehead?
Yeah.
Nah, we fish, but we got cod and haddock and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Like I go deep fishing out in Gloucester.
Yeah.
You don't know where. Actually, you know the movie Perfect Storm?
Yeah, yeah.
That was based off in Gloucester.
Okay.
Remember they were out there fishing? Obviously, I ain't going like
you
that deep,
but
that. They were 2 weeks out or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, we go out deep sea fishing out in Gloucester, or we just go off the rocks or whatever. But we catching haddock, cod, like sometimes like shark, like them little little black fin, black tip
fin.
Them? Huh?
They eat them?
Nah.
Okay.
People don't. I don't know. I don't really.
Somebody probably do.
Yeah. Now, like my wife, she's Trini. Her family cooks shark, but I don't think it's that type of shark.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know if that shark's gamey or whatever it is, but people don't really eat it. But for the most part, you know, we got the stripers, we got the cod, the haddock. You know what I mean? Yeah. We got them you know, other, I don't even know the name of all the fish, but we don't got no snakeheads out here.
Yeah. I feel like that's the only thing we really got that's different. But yeah, it's real good. It changes. It's like real thick white fillets. Like it's a different type of fish. It is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know some people that got
alligator.
snakeheads as pets.
Yeah, it's
Out
almost
here.
like alligator. Yeah, if you, yeah, a lot of people do get them and put them in tanks.
Yeah, you know what's the African snakehead, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I used to have cichlids and arowanas and all that stuff. I used to rock with the fish game, but you know, gator guards and what they got, the spotted gator guard, a hybrid and all that. I used to have all that, the blue catfish or whatever, I used to have all that stuff, me and my brother. But yeah, the sharks there only there was a couple people. So, and a lot of people might better what's up, because there was a couple people that said they did take. There was a couple people that took the shark. There was two dudes that took the shark, and he said he gives it to his dog. But I also heard that shark's not good for your dog.
I don't know. I ain't never heard that one. I ain't never heard of nobody doing that.
Let me see what's up.
That seemed like a lot to go through to feed the dog, though. That seemed like.
All right, so this is what this says, bro. Let me see if I can see the screen. You see what y'all could, yeah, you can see that. Shark products, particularly cartilage, and can be beneficial for dogs as a low-fat, high-protein, and nutrient-rich treat that supports joint health. Okay, so I guess.
I guess it'd be like any other fish.
Yeah.
How deep did you have to go to feed completely raw? Like, did it take you a while? Like, were you real worried about the portions and all that stuff like they talk about?
Okay. Yeah. You're right. Yeah, I dig it. Fact. I hear what you're saying. Yeah, the thing is, so that's what it is with them sharks. There's a whole bunch. You gotta really watch for that mercury.
Oh,
I guess there's a whole.
all the fish really though.
I was gonna say, but who knows? I mean,
yeah, they say that with kind of all of them. Just the water period.
my fault. Had a malfunction real quick. I don't know what happened. We good though. Let's get into these comments. There's a burrowing turtle in Florida. That's what he's talking about. That said, bro, you ate coon, chopped it up on the ground. You can try what?
That's what I'm saying. Marshall did say you went hard too when you ate the coon, like it was a fresh caught.
Yeah, we did. Our dogs just caught it. I mean, I thought if they caught it at like 1:30, shout out to my nephew King, Biggs' son, skinned it. So if we caught it at 12:30, Biggs' son skinned it at like 2, cleaned it. We seasoned it. It was on the grill by like 2:45.
Yeah, you can try everything else. If you went that hard, you can try everything else.
Turtle just seems like it would be slimy, man.
You might gotta try it for my man. He wants to eat.
RJ, I'm thinking the biggest one is probably about 18 to 20 albs, I'm guessing.
I thought he would have said it's like a random 25 pound.
That's big though.
Because I have seen some big yards though. Them big furry, longer leggier ones do get kind of big. Almost like a or something like they ain't all small.
Nah, they're not. There's some big ones, and then if you go to I'm pretty sure there's a couple of us on here that rock with them or seen them There's the damn, was it hunting jags or something? But there's some big ones.
Yeah, for sure.
There's some big ones that they're using. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
you
that's
gotta.
why I
That's
thought
the
he
only
might
problem
have been a monster, like one random, almost
Yeah.
30 pounder.
My bro Jaden got one, but his is probably about 2018, but I don't know if it's still growing. It might be still growing. You know what I mean? I'm not sure really the age on that, on his Yag, but you're right. It got more that it definitely got that long leg type shit.
Yeah.
I just have eaten more than my share of cooter. Okay. Hey, I ain't mad at you. I'm gonna catch up. Jamie. Woods, I'll bring some up with me this summer and cook it for you. I
What's
deep
that?
fry it. I'll make your tongue slap.
Oh, he talking about the turtle. Yeah, bring me something. Bring him something, Jamie.
Oh man, yo, see, if you deep
Bring
fry
me
it,
something.
then it's probably not gonna be slimy.
Jamie know what's up. Yeah, there's a couple ways you can cook it. Deep fry it first, then you can smother it with some gravy. You got a few ways. Once you clean it up, it start to look like meat. They ain't gonna have that slimy look.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they ain't gonna have that slime. Once you deep fry, like you talking about it, the outside of it is like a piece
See,
of
but
chicken.
don't it depend with because snap. So right, real talk, you ain't supposed to eat really nothing that. Now we know coons and other animals they're gonna eat meat, but they eat it. If I'm right or wrong, they eat more fruit and nuts and stuff like that. Still,
I can't call it.
can't call it. Might spoil it.
I mean, I don't know. I have to research that. I mean, I know coons eat a variety of stuff. I don't know how much.
Well, they'll eat anything. You
Well,
know that from the
well,
city
yeah,
coons.
'cause
City coons, you might catch a
because they'll
city coon
kill
and shoot
chickens
them up.
and whatnot, so they will eat meat.
Yeah, definitely they will. Hell yeah.
I don't know what that balance is.
Okay.
I ain't eating no hardcore predator though. Like I wouldn't try no mountain lion and nothing like that. I don't want that.
Nah, you ain't. I mean, technically, we ain't supposed to eat nothing that eat meat. That's what we eat: cow, chickens, and at the same time, no chickens will eat another chicken,
Yeah.
a dead one. So who knows, man? It is what it is.
Pigs will too. Pigs will too.
Yeah, I don't eat pork
At all.
Nah, you eat pork?
Yeah.
Yeah, you be catching them hogs.
I
You
ain't
eat
got that
wild
clean
pork.
yet. Yeah, I ain't got that clean yet.
You eat that wild pork. That's crazy. I ain't mad at you though, bro. To each his own. I used to. Don't get me wrong. I used to eat pig's feet, chitlins, all that. I ended up probably back in like 2019.
Bro,
I
if you
watched.
eat pig feet and chitlins, you can eat anything. That's what I don't even eat them. I've never kidded, never.
Word. I ain't gonna. I used to because I used to eat pork. So
Yeah.
my uncle used to, he used to cook that all the time. So you had your uncles, it's like whatever, we just gonna eat it.
If
But
you can smell chitlins cooked and then still eat it, you can eat anything.
oh nah, he didn't cook it. Nah, either way you gonna smell it, but he didn't cook it in the
Yeah.
house.
If you can smell that and then still eat it, you literally can eat anything.
Yeah. You ain't lying. That makes
Yeah.
sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, it's just how it is. You grow up, you see your people eating chitlins
So
and
you just
they
follow
pick you,
suit.
so it ain't nothing. My people, I didn't see them growing up eating coon or turtle, So
you
it
just
is
follow
like,
suit.
it's all how you raised.
Yeah, for sure.
All how you raised for sure.
Still.
Right. Jamie, if you do that, I might have to pull up. Hey, everyone got to pull up for this event, man. If you're talking about bringing it during the Big Dig Jamie event, everyone should pull up to this event.
Have you got
Whether
the
you want to get into Patterdale's hunting or not, because it's full of excitement.
Have you got to meet many folks from the podcast?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Like as
That
far
you
as meeting
maybe
up with
didn't know.
hunting?
Yeah, that you maybe didn't know before the podcast. Have you got to meet up with many folks yet?
Jamie.
Okay.
Jamie Park. I mean, just to name one that's with us right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Jamie Park, my man Pete, And obviously I talk to I talk honestly I talk to like probably like 20 people weekly from that I interviewed originally, but now we just Patterdale family, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's definitely this this live has definitely, worked out as far as me just learning and then getting closer with people that I could just learn from, just not here, but that I could just obviously if something happens on a Friday night, it's like, okay, let me hit up Billy Houston and ask him or you know what I mean? I don't gotta wait till Wednesday, you know what I mean, to ask the question. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's definitely been good. I'm definitely got a lot of plans to meet up with people that I think, but me and Jamie Park, for instance, ended up linking up in New York at the same time for the last event, and yeah, it was all love. We had a great time. You know what I mean? We had a great time. So yeah, and I mean, yeah, and you're in Maryland. To be honest, I thought you was a little farther than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and again, my brother who got that dog Petey I was talking about, he him and his girl is from Maryland, so they go to Maryland a couple of times back. She bring me some of that venison and stuff back. So I do eat that, but yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to make one of them trips out there to check you, man.
Hey, let me know, man. I come up to New York from time to time too. I usually go to the city though. I don't come up to the far country. That's like the 8 hour drive. I get to the city in like 4.5, 5.
Yeah, 8 hours. Where cut ups at, past Buffalo and all that. Yeah, that's about a 7 hour, 8 hour drive for me too. I got a lot of family in the city in New York too, but I just, I be trying to, we trying to hunt on them farms and get as far as the
Yeah,
dog,
with the
the
same
Patterdale
goal.
I got. I'm trying to get to them groundhogs. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
She's definitely an earth worker and not just, just a brush pile. Find a coon that could damn near kill me.
yeah.
Yeah, but oh, Jamie Park said shark is for the for the cartilage. Okay, that's maybe probably because I never and I watch a million videos about health and dog food and stuff like that. I never really see people mention shark. I mean, yeah, see people mention shark.
That's a great.
You know what I mean? It's always like if you're talking about something, it's always like
It seems like it's some shit that would be too expensive to be feeding the dog. Seems like that
that
would
part
be.
too.
Yeah.
That part too, but I think it's the yeah, I think it's a little just for everything as far as you know what I mean. But it said, I guess Jamie's saying that the shark has a lot of cartilage, which I don't think that's really good for dogs. But actually, no, it is good for dogs. It's great for dogs.
It's,
Y'all come down and I'll take you snook fishing. You won't find a fish more fun to catch or better to eat.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah. I'm not. I don't.
You eat a lot of fish though. You will try most fish.
Yeah, I eat pretty much every type of seafood. As far as like, I never had like that sea cucumber weird looking shit, and you know what I mean. But
Yeah.
as far as like just regular seafood, as far as like the common shit, lobster, shrimp, crabs, oysters, crawfish, clams, salmon, fish at all time. I don't really. There ain't really a fish. I had swordfish where I didn't like it. Then I had swordfish cooked a certain way where I did like it. You know what I mean? What do you feed your dogs and your Patterdales?
I do a mix. Like right now, with it being so cold, like I get beef fat from the butcher and I run it through my grinder. Then I just bag it up with the vacuum sealer and freeze it. So I open that up and you know what I'm saying. I mix the food in the bucket with water and whatnot in it, and I mix all that stuff in. like you said, but I do the sardines and whatnot. I get the chicken quarters from the butcher and stuff like that. I give them a mix. Because I don't really have the time, with the number of dogs I have at times and whatnot. I don't really have the time to be measuring out no raw and doing all that stuff. And yeah, it's just easy to mix it.
Yeah, I ain't gonna front. I don't even measure out. Even when I do the raw,
Yeah,
I just give them. If anything, I'm giving them more than they need. I just do it like that.
yeah. I
You know what I
would
mean?
like to
More
do
than like
that.
what they're, it's like, okay, you got ground beef, you're gonna give them, I don't know, a pound for every 10 pounds or whatever, just for, and that's definitely not correct or whatever, just for example, you know what I mean? I give them something that, it looks
And
just a
then
little
it's
more
funny how
whatever
we
I was
look
supposed
at
to give them. If I
nutrition with
supposed
dogs. It's funny. It's
Huh?
kind of funny how we look at like the nutrition thing with dogs now. Cause like I remember growing up, we would have one dog at a time. We fed that motherfucker table scraps. Like he ate whatever we ate, and like they was healthy. They lived to be old. Like you ain't never see no problems with
You
them.
know what it is, bro? It's the same thing that's happened to us. I got people like I got people that I got people or know people I should say that got dogs that are allergic to chicken, right? But they're allergic to chicken when they buy it out the store. If they get a chicken from one of their boys
That's
that
good.
been feeding them right, and
Right,
the chicken don't got no injection stuff, the
right.
dog be fine. The dogs are allergic to the stuff that's injected in the food now.
Yeah, I
20
believe.
years ago, they didn't have the stuff in the food they do now.
Yeah, I believe that.
You know
That
what I mean? And I've seen it, like even like my pit bull. I've never to be honest, I've never went and got him a like a chicken from a farm just to see. You
mhm.
know what I mean? But I have noticed when I was feeding him chicken, not noticing what was really like he allergic to before I figured it out.
Uh-huh.
I noticed that there was certain chicken, like say, okay, if I went to like Walmart and got their cheapest chicken, cool. Then I went to like Star Market and got some chicken that maybe had a name like Purdue or something.
Yeah.
The Walmart shit would break them out a little bit more
Okay.
because it was cheaper. It's probably injected, and you gotta think you got drumsticks the size of my fist now.
Right. Yeah. Turkey wings, put
Drumsticks
it in the
supposed
form. Yeah. Yeah.
You got drumsticks the size of turkey legs now. Obviously, they're injected with something. You know what I mean? So the dogs, from what I noticed, from what I see, is the dogs are allergic to the stuff that's injected into the food now. You know what I mean?
That would make sense. It affect everything else. Why would it
Yeah,
affect
because
you?
it's not a chicken is, that's nature.
Yeah, free
Or
range.
not
He
even like
eating bugs and shit. He ain't getting
not
antibiotics.
even though like chickens we eat today is not even natural.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Chickens we eat today was, they bred two small chickens to make them bigger. Like, yeah, that's like the black African chicken and like the red something chicken they bred like 50 years ago, and that's the chickens we got now.
Yeah.
If you really look it up, just because I'd be just on some look,
Looking at
just be
Brandon.
yeah,
That's
just be doing homework on shit. You know what I'm saying? But if you really
another
look
reason
it
I
up,
don't mind a cross either.
nah,
Like
I mean
just from
most
my
of the
experience
shit,
of seeing, like crosses usually don't have like a lot of those issues that the purebred dogs end up with a lot of times.
nah, it ain't even it's and rarely it ain't even the that's why it's cool. They crossed it. That's not the problem. It's when they crossed it and then now they do stuff. They crossed it and then they crossed it again and then they crossed it again and then they crossed it to another chicken so the shit would get
Oh
big
no, I
and
meant as far as the dog, like a lot of them type of sensitivities. Like I
oh
just
yeah.
noticed like it'll be less and like a lot of them mutts call them what they are. And like a lot of the mutts, they don't be having like them sensitivities that a purebred dog that's been so purebred for so long.
No.
Just,
Cause they maybe because the mutt in them, they just because there's so many different dogs into them, maybe they adapt different. You know what I
yeah, I'm
mean?
sure it's something to go into the genetics and all that shit. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, man, the big dig. I hope you come out. I don't know if we've been on here for like what, an hour and 50 minutes. I don't know if you wanted to get anything else.
No, sir. It's in the plan, man. I just been enjoying sitting here talking to y'all.
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir. Yes,
I
sir.
love talking dogs, so that's all good.
Yeah, I
What's
was definitely planning to make it to the next event though, but then my boy Jeremy Patterson, he run the Fur Dog page on Instagram. He
Mhm.
hit me up and was like, he trying to get out there, so we definitely gonna link up and try to get out there on y'all the next event.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
got you, Jamie.
Baby Park
I'm
said,
serious,
RJ, you
Jamie.
could
I
come
got
down and
this
hang
vacation.
out.
I'm serious, Jamie. I got this vacation, man. I'll be down there real soon.
He said, RJ was eating pig knuckles, hog paws, and chitlins.
And talk about he won't eat a turtle.
Yeah, I mean, that was what last time I ate chitlins and stuff like that. That was probably
Years ago.
that was 2000, probably like 17. I stopped eating pork in 2019, but before that, I probably haven't had chitlins and pig's feet 2-3 years before that. Just because my uncle don't live with me no more.
Right. You wasn't gonna cook that shit.
Yeah, I don't cook myself. He always cooked it, so it's like Unc cooked it, got that hot sauce. Let's get to it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? And my aunt used to cook it, but she's like 90, sick, got a little problem now, so she ain't chefing it up, cooking that no more.
but see,
So.
that's something that always grew me too, right? So, like in this area, like a lot of my grandparents, are
Let's
like
talk
people
about it.
that age, they was pretty much sharecroppers at a point in their life. They would live on farms, they would work the farm, you know what I'm saying, for cheaper rent or whatever, and that's how they was raising their families, whatever. But like they always say, pork is bad for you, but it's no way pork itself can be bad for you. And like 'cause my great aunts, my great everything, the people were living to be like 90 years old, bro. They lived on a diet that was majority pork. They ate everything from the pig, the chitlins, the pig's feet, they ate the lard, they made the bacon, they ate the country sausage, they ate the pork chop. Like if it wasn't for a pig, them people would have died. But they were living to be 90 years old, like on average, like majority of them. So
I
it's
would
no
say
way that
two
pork
things.
itself can be bad for you. I just
I
don't.
was Nah, it's definitely bad for you. But I would say two things. Again, even the pork that they were eating back then wasn't injected, because even the pork these days is
Yeah,
injected.
yeah. That's
And then
what,
back then they ate pork, but they probably did a lot of other
manual.
healthy stuff that balanced it out.
Yeah,
Like
we don't do that.
our older folks, they ate a lot of herbs, tea, different things that people don't just do now.
Yeah, they ate the greens with it. Yeah, they ate.
Yeah, you know what I mean? They ate a lot, you know what I mean? It's like it
Yeah.
was just different. I
But
mean,
that's just something that intrigued me because, like, even to this day, I got like a great uncle. He do the pig, he kill the pigs every year, he do all that. It just like always killed me that people say pork was bad. Like, even for the dogs, pork ain't bad for no dog. Like, if you give it too much, like too much of anything will be bad. But pork itself is not bad for a dog at all.
nah. But even if you feed your even if you feed your dog raw in general and you mix pork in it, anyone will tell you that you should deworm them more.
Yeah, they say the parasites. Yeah, I was gonna say they do say that
You know what I'm
parasites.
saying? Even if you feeding your dog raw in general, but and again, that's all because the way the world is now. Like, you know what I'm saying? You caught wild animals 50, 60 years ago, they probably wasn't filled with worms as much because they wasn't running into a campsite that left mad human shit
Right.
for them to eat. You know what I mean? It's all crazy, man. We just make sure we keep hunting with these Patterdales. That's all we can do.
Yes, sir.
And keep the hunting aspect alive. That's what we're here to do with these Patterdales. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what we're here to do with these Patterdales. I can't. I gotta. That's another thing that's heavy that I noticed that you can't. And I mentioned this probably 30 times on these shows, but I like to say, just because we never know who's new on here rocking with us, is that from what I see, people who have Patterdales, including yourself, always got like 1, 2, or 3 because your dog get 2 messed up in June
Yeah.
and you only got 1. by the time that dog heal up, it's damn near winter again.
Yeah, that's the first thing you learn. Yeah, you're definitely gonna need a couple of them if you really work it. You like you said, you just ratting, you can get away with one. You can take that motherfucking ratting damn there every day. But if you really working, you ain't working that dog every day.
Yeah. And even my dog, I had Sin. She didn't get too bit up to where it was like, okay, she got to lay down for a month, but she definitely had that, got bit up, had the swollen face. We gave all the stuff.
Let the swelling go down, and you know what I'm saying. Let the cuts close up.
Yeah, cuts closed up where it was just like she bit here.
Once you scab them, you back in action.
Just a day of working, but yeah. So I was like, even that. So only difference with me is I'm not in it. Like I'm going back home to the city, but so it's not like
so you got to go right back out. When you go back out,
yeah. But if I live somewhere where it's like, okay, I just gotta walk 10 minutes to drive 20 minutes.
Yeah, you
gotta load up.
Yeah, you gonna need
to load up. Because at any moment you could have 4 Patterdales down.
Yeah, and then at any moment you could have 4 Patterdales, then have 3. So yeah. If you don't want to wait another year to go get a puppy and raise another dog, then
and I've been there too where my homie lost the dog. His dog died in the ground, and we got him out, but he was he was gone.
Yeah, it's
several reasons. Not really just.
I mean, I don't want to talk. I don't like talking about this type of shit too much just out in the open, but like it's kind of bound to happen if you hunt enough. Even if not from the dig, it'll be from the after effect. You might not make it through the night or something like.
And that's another. We had people on here where they had a dog where it was like 2 dogs that was in the ground for a little while, and they got them out, and one, they both was looking good when they got as far as like that night, like okay, they'll be all right, and when he woke up, one just was gone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I seen one that, was in the ground where it was like, okay, we got it out, but it ended up passing away. So, and that's another reason why I'm encouraging people that might want to get into it to come to the event. You know what I mean? To see how much you really might have to dig to see how it really feels to see a dog go in the ground and you don't know where it's at. You know what's going on, but you might not know what's going on.
No, not at all.
You think, oh, he's engaged, not knowing that he's engaged with a coon, but there's 2 others on the side waiting to snatch his ass up as soon as he move right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no idea.
Yeah, so you never know. Yeah. But man, if you want, I don't know if you want to get into anything else.
Nah, man, that was about it, man. That was about it for me.
Okay, man. Appreciate you for coming through. Again, this is Live Your Life Dogs presents Patterdale Talk Wednesdays. This is Bark 40 with my man RJ. He has been here before, and anytime I come through, he comes through. It is much appreciated, bro, for you coming through and taking the time. I know we all got dogs, we all got lives, we all got bills, we all got family, but anytime people come through to show some love to me and the Patterdale family, and talk Patterdale with me, I appreciate it more than you guys know. You know what I mean?
Pleasure's all mine, man. I'm just a small guy with a couple dogs, man. So you invite me on, man. Pleasure's all mine.
Hey, man, I appreciate you. Listen, I learned from you guys, so I appreciate it, and that's why my respectfully, my knowledge in the Patterdale game has rised a lot faster than maybe others, because I got a lot of mentors.
Yeah.
Because of this live, I got my main mentors that brought me in here.
Right.
But I've learned from 40, 25, 30 different people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because of this live. So even you, from even this live and the one we did how many months ago. So much appreciated. Again, those who locked in with us, like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend and tell a friend. We do this every Wednesday. We talk Patterdale. If you want to learn more about the Patterdale, this is the place to be on Wednesdays. You could come in the chat and ask any questions you want. sponsored by the nationwide Elite Patterdale Terrier Club. And you know we are very close. We rock with the PTCA very closely. That being said, RJ, I appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Appreciate
I know
you.
I said it. I know I said it already, but I'm gonna say it again just so you know it's all love.
Likewise.
And
Likewise.
shout out to everyone in the Patterdale world. Again, we just trying to bring this Patterdale family together. RJ, you got anything you want to say to them before we get up out of here?
Nah, sir. Appreciate all y'all, man. I hope to get out and meet some more of y'all soon, man. Yeah, because that's one of the real joys in this, man. Meeting all the good people, man. Building relationships with y'all. So, man, hopefully here soon I'll be making some more trips, meeting some more of y'all.
Yeah. Well, and you know, we'll get you back on here in a couple months, and we'll lock back in and see what's new for both of us. Because every time we lock in, there's something new. And next time we lock in, I'm pretty sure I'll have a new puppet too to talk to you about. And
yes, sir.
You know how it goes, man.
I'll be watching.
All right. Hey, lock in again. I'm gonna say the same thing to you. Hit the like button, comment, subscribe, share, tell a friend and tell a friend. Appreciate you.
That's it. That's it.
Everyone else in here, appreciate you for coming through. Hope you like the live. We were locked in here for 2 hours. RJ, peace.
Yes, sir.
Live your life, family. Peace. Patterdale family, peace. Till next time.